kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
When I say, who's the master? You say, no.
What is up, guys? Showing up the King here, back with another video, and today I'm bringing you my review for the Marvel's Avengers Endgame Captain America from MAFEX, number 130. Now, this is going to be a versus review. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I thought there would be no better time than to review this MAFEX Captain America versus the Marvel Legends Captain America. Now, to make things fair, I went on ahead and I added in the custom Broken Shield and Mjolnir from Not.130 Studio. This is still by far the best Broken Shield that I've seen on the market. I mean, this thing is absolutely incredible. The crack, the battle damage that's on here, I have not seen anything on the market that can come close to this shield. But again, we're going to see, because this MAFEX one also comes with a Broken Shield and another Mjolnir, so we get to try to compare the two together. Again, yeah, only reason why I'm not showing the SH Figuarts one is because I don't own it. I always thought that when it came to the Avengers line, SH Figuarts always just felt smaller. Even on a 6-inch scale, it just felt smaller. So we're going to be looking at that. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at this on its own. As you can see here, we have some nice packaging with the Avengers colors on it. You can see the window box here. On the side here, we have Cap, and on the back, we kind of see all the things he comes with. He comes with the spinning hammer, which the Not.130 Studio one also came with. He also comes with a regular shield and a broken shield and 3 head sculpts. So I definitely think that MAFEX has learned its lesson from some of the other ones that have been released. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing open. All right, so first things first, let's take a look at some of these accessories. After looking through the box, I am shocked at the number of accessories that this thing comes with. Like, if you want a definitive in-game Captain America, I think this is it. And again, I'm not even being funny. Now, again, can it still hold up to the Not.130 Studio? Remains to be seen. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we do have. So here is the shield that came with the MAFEX cap, and it looks good. The blues, the silvers, the red, it has a premium feel to it, and I really do appreciate that. Again, you can kind of see here the hand hooks, but we also have another piece that attaches into here that I'll show off later. Then we have the hammer and electricity effect. As you can see here, here is the Mjolnir, and again, as you can see here, it looks good. Now, I will say it does look a little bit smaller than the Marvel Legends one or the Not.130 Studio one, but it does not lose any quality. Even the little nooks and crannies of the hammer are still intact, right down to the handle. As you can see here, it looks amazing. It also comes with this electricity piece, and I'm assuming you just attach it onto here somewhere like that, and you can kind of just have it on there like so. Let your creativity run wild, but it looks good. Kind of reminds me of the Thor. Thor had the electricity effects as well, and that looked amazing, and so does this. Now, the moment of truth. Let's take a look at the shield. And let's take a look at the damaged shield. I love the little cracks. How you can tell it wasn't like a clean break. It looks dirty. It looks worn. I like it. Now, does it compare to the Not.130 Studio one in the back? Haha. You have to stick around to see when I do those crispy side-by-sides. But again, that looks nice. And it looks like this one still fits, but it doesn't come off as easy. Oh, it does. It does. It has that part too. And does have it on the other side too. So this part is solid, this part is loose. All right. I also wanted to show you guys this. Now, this is the spinning hammer effect. Now, one thing I can tell you off rip that they did differently, and again, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it yet, is each of the hammers themselves are not one solid color. So, like, you have one on this end that's a solid color, and then you have, I'm sorry, you have three ends that are solid colors: one, two, and three. Everything else is translucent, and you can kind of see through it. So, I kind of get what they were trying to do. When you spin it, it can kind of have that motif. But I still felt like, the Not A Studio one had all of them that was painted solid. And again, I'll dig it up out of one of my bins so I can do a comparison. But I wanted you guys to see what came with the MAFEX version. But it's still very nice. And an added bonus, it actually comes with a stand, which is the Not A Studio did not. So that if you want Cat to be in that holding position with the spinning Monier, you can do that without it having any issues with the joints because it holds it up on its own. Fantastic addition. All right, here we have the three heads. We have the gridded head, as you can see here. Looks good, looks just like Chris. Now, again, I don't know if that's a paint issue. It looks like that's more of a paint fault on my end. I don't think that's like a battle damage. But, yeah, so that's that on that one. Let's see if this is the same one. That'll tell me. Yeah, it looks like that was paint issues on. This is an empty helmet, but again, it's fine. We have that, and then we have the straight up civilian head as well. That looks absolutely incredible. Only thing I wish I could have had is like a battle damaged head. Like kind of when he's like fighting and he's like got his broken shield. And then this is the standard head that came with him. And don't worry, we're going to get a good look at his body right now. All right, here we have the two caps standing next to each other. Let's go ahead and take a look at the MAFEX one first. As you can see here, very, very good sculpt. Looks amazing. The colors. Oh, I'm in love. This is an amazing figure. Let's take a look at the articulation a little bit. We don't have a solid ab crunch here, but we do have one right below the chest. They can still get him to get some of those good positions. You can see here. So we have the rotator here and here. Got T-spreads. The head is like super, super duper articulated. Down, left, right. Double jointed elbows, as you would expect from a MAFEX. Double jointed knees, which you would expect. Legs can go out about that far. I haven't really like heated this up yet, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. This would be tragic if this broke. Toe hinge. Look at that. What I tell you, arm popped out. But no worries, it pops right back in. And just to prove that, he's still a champ. Still a champ. And I love the little neat arm pads, shoulder pads. Looks good. All right, let's go ahead and do this versus review. All right, let's take a look at our versus section. So I've gone ahead and taken the liberty to go ahead and get them set up in a similar pose just so you guys can see how everything looks. We're going to get a look at those broken shields from Not A Studio together. And if we are gauging on the shields alone, again, I think it is a non-argument that the Not A Studio is the clear winner. As you can see here, not only do we have like the cracks and crevices on the side of the shield like this one does, but the Not A Studio took it even further and put additional cracks on the outer portion of the shield. Plus, they have laser fire burn marks throughout the shield as well, whereas this one is just mostly dirty. Again, this is still a very solid broken shield, but I definitely think that the Not A Studio shield still wins hands down. Now, again, if we're looking at each of the caps, they both look amazing, even if you get the Marvel Legend one. And I think the Marvel Legend one was actually a Walmart exclusive, so it made it even harder to find. But again, when you factor in the Not A Studio set, I think I paid like maybe $30 for this, $30 or $40. And then, of course, the Captain America itself was $20. And I think that the damaged cap came with a Mjolnir as well. But again, if you are looking at it, they both look really, really good. I don't have any complaints. Now, again, you can kind of see there are small details that were added in with this one. Like, again, you can see the Avengers logo on the shoulder pad, whereas they don't have that on the Marvel Legends version. Again, you can also see the boots on Cap are brown here, while the ones on this cap are more like a dirty gray. Again, the back, they both look identical. It looks like the Marvel Legends has like broader shoulders. And again, the paint detail on the Marvel Legend is a little bit better because you can see in that helmet, the wing is fully painted, whereas on the this one is just one of the wings is painted, where both is on that one. Again, it looks like that's more of a QC issue, minor gripe, but nothing again that would just make me take off points. Amazing though. They both look good. They both will have a great position in my collection. Also wanted you guys to see what I was talking about with the spinning hammer effect. As you can see here, it comes with a stand that you can kind of see that's translucent. You can kind of set it up so it looks like Cap is spinning the hammer while holding the damaged shield. It looks amazing. Again, I just need to find the other hammer so I can do a quick comparison. All right, so I went on ahead and I dug it up, and now I can show you guys exactly what I was referring to. So here we have the Not A Studio spinning hammer effect, and as you can see, it's kind of like night and day. So as you can see here, they went with a electric blue effect spinning on the inside, with each of the hammers basically printed in great detail. Now again, I don't even think you can buy this anymore, but again, just to show you that this is the kind of detail that we're talking about. Now, could you interchange these two? Absolutely, I definitely think you can. So let's go ahead and take this cap and use the Not A Studio version. It goes on like that, and then you can kind of do it like that, and then boom, you kind of have a spinning shield cap look with the Not A Studio pieces. You can kind of see on that other end as well. Yep, just like that. And again, they're about relatively the same size. This one is smaller. Let me just go ahead and take this off. So you can see that if you put them on top of each other, it's smaller. Not by much, but yeah. You can just tell the detail, the level of detail that was put into this. And that's what I was talking about. Yeah. Now, this cap also has a really cool shield effect where you can actually put on a certain hand and it makes it look like he's throwing a shield. I'm going to go ahead and get that put together, and then we'll go ahead and do a comparison and get out of here. So cleaning up the area, we have these pairs of hands here, and these are specifically made to have the throwing shield action. And to me, I think this is by far one of the coolest effect pieces that you can add. Simply all you need to do is take the shield here, and you can kind of slide it through the end of this, And then once you stick it on his hands, you can kind of do the throwing shield effect, which I'll show you right now. Sorry about that. I had it on the backwards way. So you attach it with a clear piece like this, where the hand is touching the actual shield. And then you can just pull out one of these arms, pop in this one like so, and then you can kind of get the, if you're not fumbling it like I am. Let's try this again. And you can kind of do the throwing shield effect. I'll have to practice my discus throwing techniques. Something like that. But you get the whole point. It's really cool when it works. All right, so those are pretty much the gimmicks and the accessories. I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of the other figures so we can do some side-by-sides, and we'll get final thoughts on this versus review. All right, final thoughts on MAFEX versus Marvel Legends / No.130 Studio. I honestly think if I look at everything in its totality, I'm going to give it to MAFEX. Again, I think for the value of the $80, what you get in this package is absolutely amazing. This is probably the best cap composite that we have gotten so far, including SHF. Now, what I will say is if we look at the little details, nothing's beating No.130 Studio, and I've already mentioned that. You can take a look at the shield here, the broken one. You can take a look at the spinning hammer, as you can see here. And again, everything that they provided on its own is just superior in every way, shape, or form. But if we're looking at the overall aesthetics of the articulation, of the added accessories, the fact that you have this super cool throwing shield hand that was just like nobody else really thought of that I remember, I'm definitely going to still give it to the MAFEX. And again, I think this solidifies MAFEX as my favorite toy company that's out right now. I've between this, between the Gambit, between the Psylocke and the Wolverine, like everything that MAFEX has brought out has just absolutely knocked it out of the park, and this is no exception. I also believe that I have the MAFEX Doctor Strange from Infinity Endgame on pre-order as well. I think that one is coming in next. I cannot wait to review that one as well. But definitely, if you guys can get your hands on it, definitely get it. It is just absolutely amazing. But let me know what you think. Comment in the section below. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you guys are following me on TikTok at Showing Up the King. I do a lot of cool uploads on there and 1-minute toy reviews. So this is, again, if you guys want more content from me, you can check me out on my other social media platforms. And again, as always, stay frosty. Peace.